Additional funding for Social Security is passing in the omnibus spending bill that I've been letting you know about. That is right. Now, I'm going to give you all the details on this. If you collect Social Security benefits, if you're on SSI, SSDI, any of these fixed income benefits from the government, you're going to want to watch this video all the way through. I'm going to be giving you all the details. As yesterday, I reported to you that the Senate passed the $1.7 trillion omnibus spending bill. It did not include child tax credits like we had heard, but it was a 4,000-page bill, and now information is starting to get leaked out. And guess what did make it in? Some additional Social Security funding. Now, how much is it? What's going to be involved? What about SSI? There's an update for you on that as well. I'm going to be covering all the details for you in this video. And if you appreciate that, do me a quick favor, smash the like button, subscribe to stay up to date, and let's very quickly take a look at the headlines that are rolling out. Now, as you guys know, I mentioned Senate passed the major spending bill deal. Now it heads on to the House, and today they're going to be in session trying to get this done. Take a look. The House prepares for passage of a $1.7 trillion spending bill. Now, take a look at this. Congress's lame duck session leaves unfinished business on issues that address Americans' everyday financial needs. They're saying they're very upset that a lot of the stimulus provisions that were requested did not make it in. Specifically, they're talking about, as I've been keeping you up to date on, the child tax credit enhancements, monthly checks to parents, and also there was EITC, or adult tax credits, that did not make it into the bill. They were very upset about that. But take a look at this, you guys. Social Security program funding, additional funding for Social Security has made it into the bill. Now I'm going to give you all the details, and also take a look at this. Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, update, as there's been a new bill introduced for SSI modifications that they were trying to slip in here. I'm going to let you know right now it didn't make it in, but they're saying they're going to be addressing this as we go into 2023. And as I've let you know several times here on the channel, Social Security, it has to undergo some form of reform very soon, because the solvency is going to be running out. Those that collect this, the inflation's out of control. They just are not getting enough benefits, and they're saying they need to modify and change the entire system. So you guys, I'm going to be sharing with you the details of this bill, and also what has happened with Social Security in what's passing right now as we speak in Congress, the omnibus spending bill for our countries. And also wanted to say, hope that you and the family are having a blessed Christmas. And as updates roll out, I'll be sure to share with you guys here on the channel. And also hope you're staying warm. I know there's that Arctic blast going across the nation. We're feeling it here in Houston, Texas, where it's usually hot or hotter. So last night they gave us a warning. I closed off the water valve, drained out all the pipes, and this morning I went out to turn the valve back on and it just snapped. So we had to have the plumber come out. Luckily, we're doing well. I know a lot of people have it a lot worse, but we got it fixed and we're back on track, so we are well. But hope that you guys are staying warm and are avoiding the freezing weather somehow and having a blessed Christmas. But with that being said, let's dive into this article. So link in the description below to this article that just came out this morning that says Congress's lame duck session leaves unfinished business. And they're talking about all of these unfulfilled promises on issues that address Americans' everyday financial needs. And they're saying we're sending out all this money overseas. There's tons of funding going out, almost $2 trillion. But what about the American people getting some of those funds? Well, you guys, I shared with you the child tax credits and the adult tax credits did not make it into the bill. However, take a look at this. Social Security program funding. Now listen to this. Let me know your thoughts. The year-end budget deal provides additional funding for the Social Security Administration, or SSA, but barely enough to tread water, says Kathleen Romig, Director of Social Security and Disability Policy at the Center of Budget and Policy Priorities. She recently wrote this. Now, the deal includes a 6% increase, or $785 million, over the agency's 2022 funding levels, said Romig. Now, President Joe Biden had requested an 11% increase, or $1.4 billion more, she noted. House and Senate committees had also backed more funding for the agency. The additional funding could have helped the Social Security Administration reduce its backlog and long waits for service by updating its technology systems and hiring new staff. Instead, applicants and beneficiaries face another year of unacceptable waits for Social Security and other benefits that they've earned. Congress likely will not revisit the funding for the Social Security Administration until next fall, according to Acabis. And that is why they're saying we need to get these bills passed to modify the entire system. The funding, the solvency is going to be running out. We've heard about the Social Security Expansion Act, which will increase benefits by $200. There's 3 different proposals that have gotten a lot of attention over the course of this year. We will see if any of them come through, but there is some funding that made it in, but they're saying it's barely enough to tread water. So let me know your thoughts, you guys, but at least some funding got in, unlike other provisions that got nothing at all. Now, if you're on SSI, they did try to slip a new bill into there. It did not make it in, but I'm going to give you all the details as they're saying that they're going to be addressing this coming up into 2023. Take a look, and we're going to be seeing what's going to be on the way. Supplemental Security Income updates. Supplemental Security Income, a federal program that provides benefits to the elderly, blind, and disabled, turned 50 this year. So this has been in progress over the course of the last 50 years. Yet many of the program's rules have not been updated for decades. They're saying that they're old and they need to be modified. A bipartisan bill from 2 senators from Ohio, Brown and Republican Rob Portman, would raise the asset limits of beneficiaries by $10,000 for individuals and $20,000 for couples, while also indexing them for inflation. That proposal did not make the cut in this year-end legislation despite high hopes from advocates. Now, today the program's asset limits are $3,000 per couple and $2,000 for individuals. That's not only limits the amount of saving beneficiaries may have, but it also imposes a marriage penalty on the beneficiaries as well. SSI's punitive and archaic asset limit is the most egregious anti-savings measure in the federal law today, says Rebecca Vallis, senior fellow at the Century Foundation and co-director of the think tank's Disability Economic Justice Collaborative. Yet, we continue to see a lack of sufficient political will to allow people with disabilities to save. The fate of the proposal is unclear since Portman is retiring this year, and it remains to be seen whether another Republican leader will step up to support it. Akabis says it's going to probably be some time before that gets another opportunity, Akabis said once again. Now, bipartisan bill aims to update the rules for the federal benefits for elderly and the disabled. Now, this actually came out back in May, but as I've let you guys know, a lot of these bills introduced throughout 2022, we haven't heard much of them. They're bringing them back, and they actually tried to slip this one into the omnibus bill. It says SSI provides monthly federal benefits for the disabled, blind, and elderly, yet many of the program's beneficiaries still live below the poverty level. They need to fix this. The program comes with strict rules, including the amount of assets people who live on these benefits can have set aside in case of an emergency. Now, 2 Ohio senators from both sides of the aisle, Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown and Republican Senator Rob Portman, have proposed a bill that would raise those caps. As they're saying, it's almost like you have to be stuck on these benefits. You can't save or have anything built up in case, something comes up. It's like you have to depend solely on this benefit. And they're saying, listen, that's not okay. We need to allow them some wiggle room to be able to provide any unexpected expenses. They're saying that there needs to be major reform and change to this program and just Social Security altogether. So let me know your thoughts, you guys, but we will see because they're saying they're going to be addressing this coming into 2023. Now, one of the good things is you will be getting a 8.7% COLA increase this year on average, and I share with you the arrival dates, the amounts, all the details of what you can expect in this video right here. So if you're interested, be sure to check it out. I'll let you know about all the arrival times in December for every single Social Security recipient in this video right here. So check it out after this one if you'd like. And again, if you made it this far and haven't already and you appreciate the update, do me a quick favor, smash the like button, subscribe, stay warm. I'll catch you in the next video. Have a blessed Christmas. And also, if you want to know what they said about the pipes, they said that one of the things they recommend in addition to covering things up is just leave something running overnight. So they told me just let the sink run. Doesn't need to be all the way open, just a drip. Consider that as well. But with that being said, you guys, check out this video and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.